Here's a look at a recap of your markets on this Wednesday, the 28th day of May. It was auction day at the Springfield Livestock Marketing Center. They had a special pre-vax sale today. Already done there, 1,553 head. Steers, mostly 3 to 8 higher, some spots 12 higher. Heifers under 500 pounds, sold with a weaker undertone. Heavier weight heifers over 500 pounds, mostly $3 to $6 higher. There was many more lots of weaned and vaccinated cattle in the offering there this week. The steers, medium and large ones, 4 to 500 pounds at $382 to $425. 5 to 6 weights at $363 to $400. 6 to 7 weights at $326 to $365. 7 to 8 weights at $295 to $327. The feeder heifers, medium and large ones, 400 to 500 pounds at $360 to $370. 5 to 6 weights at $325 to $347. 600 to 700 pound heifers, $307.5 to $325. A package of 17 head, 735 pound heifers sold at $280. Box beef cutout values, choice was up $3.57, $365.42. Select up 91 cents at $351.74. Those values based on 138 loads of cuts, trimmings, and grinds. The choice select spread at $13.68. Negotiated feedlot trade so far for the week, still basically untested in the feeding regions. Not enough yet to establish any kind of a market so far this week. Taking a look at the futures markets on the Mercantile Exchange. Live cattle for June, $1.20 lower, $213.92. August down $1.12, $208.17. October $206.07, down $1. August feeder cattle, $252 lower, $295.62. September $277 lower, $294.47. October at $292.52, down $282. Lean hogs for June up $1.17, $100.27. July at $103.30 up $115. August $103.52 up $135. Taking a look at the grain markets at the elevators around the state, soybeans were 14 lower, wheat 2 higher, corn 9 lower. Corn bids in St. Louis 472, Kansas City 421 to 459. Soybean bids in St. Louis 1063, Kansas City 1028, 1073. Wheat bids St. Louis 530, Kansas City at 525. On the Board of Trade, corn contracts, July 8.5 lower, 451. September at 429 3/4 down 4. December 443.5 down 3. Soybeans for July 14 lower, 1048.5. August 1045 1/4 down 12 3/4. September at 1029.5 down 12.5. Wheat for July 1 3/4 higher, 530 1/4. September 545.5 up 1 1/4. December 568 3/4 up 1 1/4. Soybean meal for July down $2.60 a ton, $293.70. Soybean oil for July 48.93 a hundredweight, down 64 cents. With the Missouri Department of Agriculture, that's a recap of your markets for Wednesday. This is Tony Hancock.